Hello! Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast that I have made, Winding It Outcast. I bring on all my friends and really cool YouTuber buddies, and we got Kittymon with us today.
Howdy.
Hello, Kitty! It is such a pleasure to finally get you in here because, you're one of the only other YouTube buddies I have that, do content.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, Kitty, we have been friends for roughly almost a year, nearly a year at this point.
Something like that. Crazy.
I can
Crazy to think about.
I can recall texting you about doing a Squid Game video.
Yup.
Do you I don't remember exactly what video I left a comment on or if I just reached out to you a different way. Do you remember how I got in contact with you for this video?
If I'm not mistaken, it was either on VR chat. You saw me online one time and then just like reached out on there and invited me that way. Or it was probably through Discord DMs. I don't really remember, but it was for sure one of those two ways.
I see. Well, I do know the original thought process behind that video was me and Mage just met and we wanted to do VR chat videos together and we needed a bunch of people because we didn't know anybody. We didn't have any other members a part of our group at that point. We were brand new. So we were just looking up VR chat YouTubers and TikTokers and trying to see who would be great for the video and your name was one of the first that popped up. So
Really?
when I got a hold of you and you did agree to do it, but unfortunately you had to join later. I remember you had to join late because you were doing something else, and I don't remember if it was work or another video or whatever. But when you were
Yeah.
there, I was like super excited to see that you made it.
I honestly, I really wanted to join at the beginning, but I'm pretty sure I was recording a YouTube video because during that time I was working a lot, like actual real job, working a whole bunch, just got home from work, started recording a video, and then wrapped up with that, joined you guys, and I think at this time you guys were working on the red light, green light mini game. And honestly, it was so crazy. It was so chaotic.
Oh man, I know. We had like at least 12 people there, and all of which most of them we don't even know anymore. I wish we did. I wish we could recreate it with all the people that we had in it originally, but it was but there was something about it that was really lighthearted, and when we started out brand new, like we didn't know what we were doing, so we just had a great time and filmed it all. Like everything we did, some of it was for the video, like saying where we're going next, who's all going, like what the rules were, but the majority of that video was just a huge amount of fun, and it was just so cool to be a part of. And
It was just
yeah.
unfiltered chaos, basically, is the best way to probably sum that video up.
Yeah, we probably had been, playing for at least 2.5 hours, and the video narrowed down to like what 16, 17 minutes if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, it just all the best parts that I could keep in were in that video. But yeah, Kitty, I want to talk about your current career right now. You have been on YouTube, or at least from what I understand, for a little over 3 years on the account you currently have now. Have you been doing YouTube longer than 3 years, like on different channels and stuff?
So as far as I know, no. I think I might have been in a couple random streams back in the day when my friends were considering doing streaming. I mean, like way back in the day, back when I was in high school still. But yeah, I've been doing YouTube for about 4 years now, supposedly. Like according to YouTube, like if you look at my channel, you can see it says probably about 4 years is when I created it. And been posting videos consistently for about 3 of those years. And yeah, it's always been my dream to be a YouTuber ever since I had internet access, basically, which was, I think, when I was in third grade, which is just mind boggling to me. But once I found out people are doing this as like an actual career, I'm like, dude, this is awesome. You can literally just post random gaming content, post anything at this point. You can literally post anything and people will watch it. And just being able to post videos to make other people have a little bit of a brighter day was always my thing.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to make it so it's a space on the internet where people can just hang out, go after a long day to just unwind. I always thought that that was a really cool opportunity to be a part of. And starting that out on my own with my channel is just such a crazy experience to be able to just opportunity, I guess, crazy opportunity to be a part of, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it.
No, I get it, man. No, I get it. I get it. Um, no, it's a huge thing about me too. I'm not in it for the money, even though that's a great plus to have. And I'm really
Mm,
grateful that I've reached a level where I'm officially monetized on the channel so I can start making a little money. But the whole
mm,
purpose behind it is so I can make other people laugh.
yeah.
I don't want people to think like, oh, he's just in it to, get the bits or, the gifteds or whatever. I
Yep.
mean, of course I love to know that I could do this forever and I wouldn't have to worry about working an actual job ever again. But at the same time, I understand that I'm not at a point where I can do that, and I can just drop
Mm,
everything and just move in with my parents forever, or
yeah.
do that thing. But I am hugely, hugely into making other people laugh. I don't want people to, view my channel as, oh, here goes Banuka again, doing another stupid video, whatever. I want people to, find some joy in no matter what I create, like all the videos I've
Yeah.
made. And I mean, I think it's working out so far. I don't know, but I
Yeah,
definitely
they are
understand that.
entertaining videos.
You do? Yeah.
Yeah, I do frequently watch your videos. I know you I have had people talk about you posting your uploads in my Discord channel a couple of times. They're like, "Hey,
Really?
is this guy?" Yeah, yeah. They've DM'd me. They're like, "Hey, is this guy cool to do this? Like, what's his deal?" You know? I'm like, "Yeah, it's just Banuka doing his Banuka thing. Don't
That's
worry
it.
about
It's
it.
a Banuka
He's all
thing.
good."
You wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
I like being, and even though this is cheesy to say, the group that we are a part of is called the Outcasts, and
mm,
and it's not just to be like a spin off of being like, oh, they're the weirdos, oh, they're the misfits, they're the weird people. It's
yeah.
kind of like a message to me because, yeah, I'm weird, and if you hadn't gotten that message so far, where have you been? Because I've been
Hmm.
doing this for a little over a year. I would assume that no matter where you landed on my channel, no matter what video you clicked on or collaboration you saw me in, I was pretty weird. And I still try
Yeah.
to be, you know, weird. Not just because it's, the character I portray, but it's because who I am, you know?
Mm,
And
exactly.
I
And
like being I like being the guy that you find in a crowd and you point at him and say, "That's Banuka." No matter what I'm wearing
yeah.
or what I'm doing. That guy right there.
Yeah.
That guy. But yeah, and I will say when we have done, our videos, we haven't done too many videos unfortunately, but I want to do more.
Mm,
I want to do more with you because you're really funny and you understand and you point things out that a lot of people don't see. But when
mm.
we've how, we've played games before that weren't recorded. What games have we played together?
We've played, I want to say,
Did we do
I know I've
Minecraft?
played Marvel Rivals with, yeah, so we did do a Minecraft stream a while back. That was recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that was just a really goofy video. Just one of those kind of one-off streams.
Right.
But I know we've played a good amount of VR chat uh, throughout the time we've known each other,
Yeah.
whether we recorded or um, just
Just hung
were
out,
on
I
there to
guess.
hang out.
Yeah.
Um, I think we've done, I know in the server, like when we're just in a VC call with everyone, I have played Marvel Rivals with a couple of those guys while all of us are in there hanging out, talking,
Right.
whether we're just playing games or hanging out.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't I'm not gonna touch Marvel Rivals unless it was made for a certain stream. Dude, if you've known Control as long as I have, he's fucking like back in the day, he was fucking pissed every time we hung out in a VC call because he would just be playing Marvel, and oh my god, everyone would just piss him off no matter what they were doing. Like if you were a tank, you were not fast enough or moving forward enough.
Yeah.
If you were a heal, you were just lagging behind and not even bother healing anyone else that was a part of your team, and you were just healing yourself or someone else. And then if you were like I don't know, what else is there other than
DPS. If
yeah.
you're a DPS, you're not doing enough DPS damage,
Exactly. Yeah. You like if no matter what, you weren't doing enough. But man, I just can't see myself playing that game. I can't. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
it's
Yeah.
not for everyone, man. It's not for
I don't want to smash
everyone.
my computer. I just got it. Please, please. Oh
Little
man.
baby, I don't break it.
Yeah. But definitely when we started doing YouTube before we met each other, um
Mhm.
I was trying my best to find my flow and seeing what I did worked. And even though at the
Yep.
very beginning, like I was just, experimenting, figuring things out still and doing what I was doing, I actually used your channel as a reference for a time.
Mm,
I did.
okay.
I saw how you posted, not just games, but you posted about yourself. And you posted,
Mhm.
vlogs about visiting different parts of the world, like Japan. And then
Yep.
you did your compilation of the and it happens to be your most famous video was the 2023 Best of Kiddymon video, the 2 year anniversary,
It was, yeah.
and your
That was a
250th video.
that was a very long video to edit through. I'm not gonna lie. This was so even now I'm still learning about ways to more efficiently record videos, more efficient ways to stream. And this was before I knew any of the tips and tricks I do now about like clipping stuff, um, putting audio tracks in the videos where I used to record everything on a single audio track,
Ooh.
meaning the game audio, my Discord audio, my microphone audio was all on the same track, meaning I couldn't adjust any of those individual volumes.
Oh
And
man.
I'll be honest, I've recorded videos like that for probably about close to 7 months where I just didn't know it was a thing you could do. And if any of you guys out there are wanting to start your own channel, create any kind of content, for sure look into ways to make it easier for you because you'll save so much time and energy on um, just ways you can edit quicker. There's a bunch of different ways to edit text on screen. And for me, if you look at any of my older videos, the text is all individually written down and edited individually for every single word that I'm saying. And it just looks like an abomination in the editing track. And
Yeah.
so, um, definitely find some ways to make it easier on yourself. I'm sure you can find a bunch of different videos online about, tips and tricks. Sadly, I don't have all that many tips and tricks videos. I did make one video a while back on thumbnail making, which even now to this day, I still use some of those tips, but I have found some other ways to go about it. But yeah, just for content, make sure it's something that you're passionate about. Make sure it's something that you actually want to do and not just kind of, I mean,
A means to make
it's up
money or
to you how
whatever.
you want it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Well
what
yeah.
was that?
Well
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But I did actually want to bring that up. Is there a video on your channel that you are like extremely passionate about? And not like of course I'm sure most of your videos you were really passionate about making, but is there a video on there that you always like 100% you were passionate about making it and recording it or whatever?
I mean, my Japan series, which still not out. It's kind of like a running joke. I still have about 2 more days to edit through. I was there for 10 days and I only have like, I think 5 or 6 videos out right now on that whole trip. But um yeah, a lot of the videos that I have posted are just me wanting to share the kind of games that I'm playing with you guys as of late, at least. Because there were times where when I was younger, I would see people playing modded Minecraft, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And I am going to reference the glowstone with the water flowing out of it.
Uh-huh.
That pretty much sums up my entire console slash pocket edition gaming experience right there, where I really, really wanted to make and create stuff in games, mod them, see what I was, or um, the videos I was watching online, like modded Minecraft and all that. I really wanted to be able to do that and play with those features, but I was never able to until I got myself a PC. And so, even just sharing what I'm able to do now with the tools and games and stuff that I have, and then make videos and post that, I think that's really cool. That kind of doesn't answer the question about the passion, but
But yeah,
it's like it's stuff like that comes to mind um
when
when you
you're
ask
thinking about
about,
passion.
yeah, what I want to try and make and share with people on the internet. I guess people in line, people online, like
Yeah.
the internet is another way to connect with others. So
Right.
it's a really amazing thing to be able to do.
Yeah, and one of the main reasons I wanted to start this podcast was because Markiplier, obviously, right?
Yeah,
On
no. I don't know about
who
that
the
guy. That dude that just
I
was he in that one
don't.
Blood Iron movie or
Oh,
something?
what was that? What was that? I don't know who. Did you do a collab with him or? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But on Spotify, if you look up Markiplier, he has a podcast or a side series, I should say, where he played Power Wash Simulator with a bunch of YouTubers. And
Okay.
one of the things that he said, along with Matt Pat, was that YouTube alone, even though they could fix tons of different things, and they need to get on that eventually, but YouTube, even though he doesn't agree with most of the things they do, it is still without a doubt the best website to promote your art and your passion, like
Hmm.
and to like do what you want to do and have other people watch what you do and to feel that excitement of how great you feel and how much you want to express how you feel through a video. YouTube's the number one platform. And I mean,
For sure.
you could argue like, yeah, what about TikTok? What about Vine? What about Reddit? What about Instagram? Like without
Yeah.
a doubt, you could say like, sure, if you wanted to post short forms of content into like different TikToks and Reels, sure, go ahead. But with YouTube, I don't know any other platform that I would actually click on a long video other than YouTube. Like,
Hmm.
cause at when you're eating, you're gonna go on YouTube. If you're at home and you can finally relax, you're gonna turn on some YouTube. And
Hmm.
growing up in the era that we grew up, like the 2000s, like 2010s to late 20, like early 2020s, it was nothing but
Yep.
YouTube.
It
Because
really was.
and yeah, sure, we had TV, we had cartoons, we had news, we had cable, we had satellite, sure, and we had video games. But the number one thing that I enjoyed watching the most was a YouTuber, and it could
Hmm.
be various YouTubers and stuff like that. So being where we are now, trying to recreate how they proceeded to make YouTube videos is great because
Hmm.
we're taking the tools that we learned from back in the day, and even though YouTube has so many different guidelines now and like things about AI and things you have to
Yeah.
avoid like even
Yep.
more than those people did back then, it's a grind, but it's a grind that we're aware of because we saw
Mhm.
those people that we enjoyed watching back in the day do it, you know?
Exactly. One of the other things that I thought was like the coolest thing about YouTube back in the day was the constant uploads. Now, I know now there's a whole bunch of just hundreds upon thousands upon probably even billions of hours of videos on YouTube, live streams, videos, just short form content. There's thousands upon millions of hours of footage on there. But back then, I would watch a lot of like Dan TDM, Stampy, Popular MMOs, all of those guys, and just something about being able to come home from school and just sit down and know that they had a video up for us to watch. Like it
Oh
just
man.
it made looking forward towards the end of the school day so much better. And in turn, I feel like it just made it so people were more of like a happy kind of person towards the end of the school days where they're like, all right, I want to
Right.
get home. I want to watch this. I'm going to do my homework really quick so my parents will let me go on the game. And I'm going to watch some
Dude.
random YouTube videos. Just like,
Oh my god.
it's
I
such a nice way to unwind.
I can, yeah, cuz I'm sure everyone our age has lived through that exact thing you were talking about. Like getting up early in the morning, going to school that you know you don't want to be at, and grinding through
Yeah.
homework, grinding through like sports or an after school program or work.
Yep.
Imagine being like in your 20s and going to work like minimum wage for hours and then grinding to finally come home, sit down and know that one of your favorite YouTubers posted, at least one of them.
Hmm.
And it's fair to say it's a new type of world we live in where streaming is now number one compared to long forms of videos and
Exactly.
and even though kids these days won't be able to experience the same kind of YouTube that we had, it's good to
Hmm.
know that there are YouTubers out there currently in the making that are similar to the YouTubers we watched back in the day, like
Hmm.
and even though like we both know like the huge YouTubers like I Show Speed, Drewski, Kai Cenat, and other YouTubers like Ludwig and all these other huge big
Yep.
names currently on YouTube right now that just so happen to get their start from streaming. Like a lot of those streamers are becoming like well-known YouTubers based around the impact they already had on the streaming platform they were a part of alone. And that's not a
Hmm.
bad thing. Like take a look at Queso, an amazing guy, huge, funny. He's like
Super funny.
outstanding. Like he's like if you were to put a group of 5 people that look similar and Queso was in the crowd, you could pick out Queso because he's
Hmm.
that identifiable. He's a, no identifiable. What's the word? Identifiable. I,
Identifiable. Yeah. He's that dude. You
he's
just
that
know
dude.
it's him. You
He's
just
that dude.
know.
And you know what? I'm glad that he posts his content on YouTube because I want to watch the YouTube video side of it. I don't want to sit through a 5 hour stream to just watch, the really funny bits in between. And I'm sure he's a really
Mm.
great guy the entire 5 hours. But, growing up, I didn't watch streams. I watched YouTube videos. So
Yep.
I'd feel more comfortable clicking on the YouTube video rather than watch the entire stream from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Mhm. And I will say I am the exact same way when it comes to my content. I really want to. I'm sorry. When I first started, I really wanted to be someone who just uploads videos, and then I picked up more actual IRL jobs, and then it became a lot more time consuming to pump out videos every single day, and then that's when I turned to streaming because it honestly is just so much easier. You just press click and then bam, you're good to go basically.
Right.
And so that's why I kind of shifted more so towards streaming than actual YouTube videos. I'm very much looking into kind of changing up how I go about the content that I upload on my channel. And yeah, I'm looking more so towards uploading more actual videos, or even taking my live streams and turning those into edited videos for people who don't have a whole lot of time to sit through an entire live stream. So
Right.
be similar towards how it was previously, but obviously there would be a little bit more change in it.
Mm-hmm.
But um yeah, just I always loved normal videos where you could just know exactly how long it's going to be. I've had so many times where I click on a live stream and then I get invested in a live stream and then it's like, oh shoot, it's 2 a.m. I have work in the morning. I gotta go to bed, but they're not done streaming. So it's like I don't want to miss out, but like
Yeah,
I have my own life I gotta do. So
I hear you. And I'm starting to get into streaming as well on the second channel because even though I could probably, use my current number of people on my main channel and stream on there, I would rather do it on a second channel because I don't want to be known for the guy that live streams sometimes and then uploads VR
yeah.
chat videos the rest of the time. So I just
Mm,
put all the extra fun stuff that I do outside of VR chat content or whatever content I want on that channel to be focused towards the second channel because then I can grow a fan base of people that actually want to watch me rather than the VR chat tidbits that I post that are trending or
yep.
whatever. But yeah,
Mm.
I do think when it comes down to live streaming and you remember and bringing back Ludwig, did you notice about the streamer university thing that Kaisenet did?
I did. So I saw a lot of Ludwig videos, and even before him at Streamer University, I remember there was a video that was pretty popular. It was talking about it was him explaining different ways to help, I guess, grow your channel, or if you're just starting out, certain things. And one of his biggest things that I always took away from it was if you didn't write something down during this video, you might as well not try. And I'm like, okay. Um, which, I mean, if you're serious about it, I definitely have it as a reminder of like, okay, here's your step by step. But I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah.
Um, Basically, I'm assuming you're gonna tie into how he was very helpful with just advice for new streamers slash YouTubers slash content
Yeah.
creators and all that fun stuff.
Well, one of the main target points I wanted to talk about was when he taught his lesson on the live stream, he brought up a really good point when he showed his own analytics rather than using someone else's. He showed that it's possible
Mhm.
just based on his evidence alone. Because when he showed what he did, like he would do 2 live streams a week, and out of
Okay.
those live streams, he would pump out 3 VODs and then 3 actual long really good edited videos. And then he showed, the benefits out of each thing. Like he made 25K off the VODs and the videos, and then 5K off the live stream. Like, dude,
Wow.
that's a payday just from
That's
streaming
insane.
twice and then making videos out of those live streams. That's crazy. So you're right.
Mhm.
I think that's a really smart thing to do because that's kind of what I wanted to do when I did my first stream on Lethal Company because we had some really good bits in there that I wanted to, cut down and trim down and shave down and make it an own video. And on
Yeah,
top of having that video, the live stream VOD is still on the channel. So if you wanted to see the extra stuff, you could just watch the live stream, which is really cool.
exactly.
And I
It
think,
reminds me of like a unedited cut of a movie almost with all the bloopers and whatnot
yeah,
in it.
like the full thing, not just the cut edition, the full thing, like from start to finish, whatever you wanted to see is now on there. So I think that's a really,
Exactly.
really smart technique to use.
Mhm.
And I also wanted to kind of get into streaming a little bit more with you because I'm sure at this
Yeah.
point in time you've been streaming for a good while. Like whenever I hop on YouTube to just work on videos or thumbnails or whatever, I see that you're online. How
Mhm.
is it like? Is it just, at click of a button, boom, I want to stream? Like,
It's a little bit more than that.
yeah.
Um, Obviously, you got to bring a little bit of energy, but in terms of setting up a stream, it it does have quite a bit of extra stuff you wouldn't really think about. I recently, so I've been was streaming with other streamers as of late. Even today, every Monday, we've been doing a thing that I had no idea was even possible, but it's called a archipelago. It's a randomizer. So there's a list of games that you can play from, and you can just have pretty much as many people as you want to join in. And it's a randomizer. So you're playing through a video game. You set your own goal, what your goal parameter is for whatever game you're playing. Today I was playing Hollow Knight, and like usually you would go through, play the game, earn certain key items at certain points in the game. Well, because it's a randomizer, you don't know exactly what you're going to get, and you're randomized between other people's games. So they could be playing something completely different, but still give you rewards. And setting all that up, uh, although I was just one of the people who was playing, you kind of need to know a little bit more about um, just the whole process of, okay, what kind of mods do I have to install to be able to get ready with the game? Do I want to have, if I'm playing with other VTubers, am I able to have their model turned on in like the bottom corner of the stream or whatever? Um, is it going to be a reactive kind of model if I am able to do that? Um, any sort of plugins on OBS, whether you use OBS or Streamlabs. Personally, I am an OBS person. I love the fact that it's open source. You can customize it however you want to make it fit your streaming needs, your recording needs the best. Um, but if you're just starting out, I know that was probably a lot that I just threw out there.
No, no,
But
yeah. We got the gist of it, I
j-
think.
yeah, just starting out. Uh, Basically, you just need a description. You just need a title. You don't even need a description. I would highly recommend a description. I would highly recommend a thumbnail. Are
Yeah.
they needed to start live streaming? No. Just throw on a random title, pick whether or not it is safe for kids or if it's not, which if you do click it's safe for kids, I'm pretty sure it goes on to YouTube Kids, and then
I don't think you
you
want
don't
that.
have you don't have a live chat. Like you just can't chat on YouTube
Oh,
Kids.
that's
So
why even have
I
that
would
then?
I I don't know. It's kind of weird, but
Yeah. Unless you're
some people
Blippy.
do it. Some people do that.
Unless you're Blippy or
Um,
Cocomelon, I don't think you should though.
yeah. Uh, so either way, you just press whether it's safe or not for kids. Even if it is safe for kids and you want to talk with your chat, say it's not safe for kids, as
Mm.
silly as that sounds.
Yeah.
And then you just click start. And from there, you just kind of go. Um, if you want to know more about streaming and all that, I wish I had a video out there. I might
You
make
should
one,
you should
but
make one.
you could probably find some videos online about,
How to do
you
streams
know,
professionally or whatever. Yeah.
exactly. The biggest issue that I've had with streaming is all of the scuff. You are going to have some crazy amounts of tech problems while you're streaming. Even myself, as someone who's been streaming for probably 2 years at this point, a year and a half or so, even like last Monday, I recorded a video and I changed some of my settings in OBS and I forgot to change them back. And you could not hear any audio most of the
Aw.
stream. You
Right.
couldn't hear most of the audio, and it's like you can ask chat how it's going, like is the audio good, is the gameplay viewable, because there's sometimes you just forget to display your game, and so you're just talking with chat. Sometimes they might not even care about the gameplay, they're just there to listen to you. And sometimes they might not let you know, like, hey, something's going on with the stream to where it's not what you're trying to put out there, I guess, which yeah, you're gonna have scuff, but you're just gonna have to learn from it and kind of go from there.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's definitely a refreshing experience for someone like me because, I mean, even though I've been doing this for a year, I could learn so much more on long form
Mm.
videos, and I'm sure I'm not even at like level 3. If you were to have like a giant level graph or
A giant
something,
level scale, yeah,
what you
yeah,
know what I mean? Like I'm not. I don't think I've even scratched level 3 on how to do videos properly and doing using tags and hashtags. I know all those like little tiny little things now. I'm sure I could be better at that, but it's a refreshing
yeah.
experience for someone like me to get into streaming because now I can see what streamers are looking at and like even though it's not something I'm heavily into and I'm not going to be trying to do a professional streaming career, I can definitely
Mm.
now tell like in this new generation why people prefer streaming over long forms of content, especially in this era. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now you can gain the skills of both long form videos and streaming. So now I can, get a stream set up, click it, we're good, and then I can take the VOD, shave it down, edit it up, make it cool, bam, new video.
Mm.
And it's pretty that's
Exactly.
pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Not gonna lie, pretty sweet.
Mm.
Yeah. Um I will say because we're trying to start the stream soon, and unfortunately, we're gonna have to wrap it up here eventually. So these
Yeah.
guys in the other call can stop, complaining about us taking forever. I will say,
Mm.
Kitty, it has been an honor to meet you, and I was really happy when you responded almost immediately to my text message whether or not you wanted to be a part of a Squid Game video on VR Chat. And I did, and I was really happy to know that you had played VR Chat, and I think that's the main reason why I contacted you was because I found out you
Mm.
did VR chat videos. But you are probably one of the best people I would go to if I wanted to know anything about streaming. And you've been doing this for nearly 4 years, so I
Yeah.
think you have enough experience to run the channel, and I think you are really good at this. So
Sweet.
I'm very happy to have met you and I've known you for this long, and I hope we can actually do more videos and streams together. And you can even invite me to your archipelago, whatever, you know.
Yeah, yeah, dude. That would be really cool. That would be
Let me get some more spotlight on my little ounces of popularity.
mhm,
Put me on
mhm.
some videos. I don't know. But yeah,
Uh,
Kitty, you're hilarious, and I'm really happy to have known you for this long. So
Sweet.
thank you for joining me
That's very
on this
kind.
podcast.
Of course.
Hopefully,
Thanks for having me.
all of you go ahead and check out Kitty. Link into the description down below. This has been uh, another episode, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Sweet. Bye.